All right, first off, we got Big Pop out of Shreveport. He out the bottom. He got in the game in the early 2000s, ended up signing with Manigo with Lava House Records. All of them did their thing, Untamed Main, Angelo, but it was something different about Big Papa. He came with Bounce Like a Bottom Boy. Then he came with Rolling Like an 18-wheeler. He stood out on the Lava House Lil Boosie mixtape. Like I say, it was just something special about dude. And Manigo ended up getting locked up, and Big Papa will go on a hell of a run. He remixed Webby Independent, called it Pill Man, and it set the club and the streets on fire. He doubled back with Mr. A. He doubled back with Cloud 9, Let the Streets Be the Judge 1 and 2, and he just kept going and kept going. You know, it was rumored that he was supposed to be signed with Young Jeezy at one time, but it didn't work out. Big Papa, a legend in the city. He should have been signed. He's still doing his thing, still doing shows. Shout out to Big Papa. All right, next up is Cooper Road's finest, Ant Banks. Ant Banks would catch a charge early 2000, and his partner would burn him out with the stipulation that he signed with him for 5 albums. And just like any other nigga would do, Ant Banks accepted and got up out that bitch. And that's when they decided to drop the legendary song Someday. And Banks went on to drop. He would do features throughout the city that would continually blow him up and blow others up. And Banks decided to drop the Hard But Fair, Sad But True mixtape, which was one of the hardest mixtape ever to come out of Shreveport. Everybody was playing it. He was doing shows. He was on tour. He was getting to it, but he was not getting paid. And Banks would double back and drop another mixtape to capitalize off of the momentum. But due to the reasons unknown, and Banks would leave the city and leave for a couple years and return. And then the momentum had died down. But Ant Banks still a legend in the city. Got a lot of classic songs. Shout out to Ant Banks. All right, next up is Wild Yella out of Cedar Grove. And before Big Papa had the club on lock in the mid-2000s, Wild Yella had it in a chokehold in the early 2000s. He started out rapping under the name Young Flame and ended up signing with Money Hungry Records, dropping songs like Lock Up and Fix Your Face, Killing the Streets, Killing the Club. Wild Yella friend King and his CEO would be locked up. So Wild Yella went on his own and started Soldier Rock Entertainment. And he continued to drop hit after hit with songs like You a Bitch to Me, which was played by Funny Mike and went viral. Songs like Closed Casket, Pull Up, Address You, which is over 1 million views. Hood Star Volume 1, Volume 2, and he's making beats, he's producing, and still dropping music to show that he's still effective. Allegedly, he was signed to Jay Prince Rap-A-Lot record label at one time, and even Kevin Gates wanted to sign him, but he refused, allegedly. But Wild Yella is still that nigga. Shout out to Yella. All right, next up is Ratchet Life out of Ingleside. He started under the name Young Drake, but after his uncle, Mr. Manigo, would insist that he change his name to Ratchet Life, he did that and ran with it. After a short jose, Ratchet Life would take music seriously. He would get out and drop a mixtape called Cell 68, which would feature a lot of his homeboys and him rapping over old Cash Money and No Limit beats. One song stuck out in particular, which is Do It Stick It, and from there, it was up. He then would get noticed by popular rapper Big Papa, who would then start managing Ratchet Life. But unfortunately, things did not work out. Ratchet Life would continuously pop off and drop music, and he would drop a mixtape called Just Give Me a Beat, and also Messy Messy, which was hosted by DJ Bebe, with popular songs like Do It Stick It, Play Me, Stolen 40, even having NBA Youngboy singing one of his songs on live. Ratchet Life was definitely on his way, but unfortunately, his life would be cut short due to gun violence, but he definitely should have been signed.